I bet you if Popeye had a favorite Indian dish, it might be Palak Paneer. Palak Paneer is a spinach and cheese dish in a wonderful curry, and we start making it with, well, a bowl full of spinach. And I'm going to blanch it. So I've boiled a little water here. I've taken it off the fire and just going to pour it in. And then we let it sit here for about 3 minutes. So after 3 minutes, we're going to dump the water into a strainer here and drain it. And then we're going to quickly dump it into some ice water that I got right here. Stop the cooking. Careful, this might be hot still. You know why it's hot? It was boiling water. That's hot sometimes. We're going to let this cool down, and then we're going to make our puree. So after you've cooled down your spinach, don't be surprised if you end up with less spinach than you think. Trust me, it's going to work out in the end. So we're going to take this, and we're going to put it into our food processor, the spinach. And then I'm going to take, about an inch or so of ginger, chopped up. It'll chop up in there too, but it's easier to chop it up. 1 clove of garlic. And I'm going to put 2 peppers in. You can put 1 or 2 to decide on what kind of spice you want. But I like to use the serrano peppers here. They're easy, they're green, they match the spinach, and they're tasty. I'm going to put these guys in here. Just turn it on and puree away. So after you got a nice puree, we're going to make the curry. Okay, let's start putting this whole thing together. We're going to start with a larger saucepan on a low to medium heat. And I'm going to put a little ghee in it. Ghee is clarified butter. You can find that in an Indian supermarket, or maybe even you're more of a specialty market. We melt this down. Let's talk about some of the things that we are going to put in here. Now we have a little garlic, a couple cloves of that, I think 4 cloves, some turmeric, cayenne, garam masala. This is cumin seeds, coriander seeds, and fenugreek. Also going to put some tomatoes, some onions, and some cream in it, and don't forget the spinach. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fry up our cumin seeds. Don't let these guys burn, because you're going to have a heap of a smell happening. After your cumin starts to brown, you're going to put in 1 whole onion. This is probably about a medium onion, because it always is. And we're going to cook these a little bit until they start to brown. Make sure you're not too hot. Whoa, this is very fragrant already. The ghee and the cumin and the onions make a great flavorful base for our Palak Paneer. So after you get this thing started just a little bit, add yourself up a bay leaf. It's really amazing how easy this dish is. You don't have to make your own paneer like we did. You can buy it, or you can even use a tofu as a substitute. So after your onions start to brown up a little bit, I'm going to add 1 whole tomato, chopped up kind of small. And I'm going to add about 4 cloves of garlic. That has to be good. Then we're going to just stir these up until the tomato starts to get soft. So after your tomatoes start to get soft, we're going to add a couple spices here. I have a little turmeric. That looks like it's about a ½ teaspoon I put in there, but whatever you want, of course. And then a little more cayenne. I wanted it to be a little spicier. But remember, there were peppers in the spinach, but that's about a teaspoon. And then I got a few coriander seeds. Why not? We're going to mix these all together for a few seconds. Wow, this is going to be good, folks. This is going to be good. So I'm going to add the puree now. So then we add just a little bit of water to this. Mix that in. Just a touch of water, not too much. Just a touch. You don't want it to burn when it's simmering, but you're going to let it simmer here for about 6-7 minutes. While you lay that simmer, it's a good time to cut the paneer, so to speak. So we cut this up into fairly small cubes. You can make it large if you want, but I like to have more cheese for more people. So you have it in more bites and more delicate. Then you can cut up the paneer you made, and then you can kind of judge as you put it in how much you actually want in the dish. So after simmering this, you're going to put your garam masala in and your paneer. So that's, you know, we've never made this before, and wow, this is really good. Good looking and good smelling. So anyhow, back to this. So we're going to put in our garam masala. That looks like it's about 2 teaspoons. You know, again, all these things are kind of variable to whatever you want and you learn. So I'm learning right now because this is the first time we've put this together, and we put a lot of variants into it. So after we mix that up, we're going to put in our homemade paneer. Remember, you can use tofu if you want, or just buy paneer. Just put in whatever it looks to be about enough. I think that's probably about it. One more for good show. And mix these guys together. Then you're going to let the paneer become succulent. Now after the cheese is done, I'm going to put in a couple tablespoons of heavy cream and some fenugreek seeds. I don't think they're actually seeds, but you know what I mean. Mix this guy together and heat up for about 30 more seconds. Then after another 30 seconds or so, it's done. I'm going to put it on a little bit of rice here. And see how we did.
Cooks like a bastard.
We did exceptionally well. This is fantastic. We made some Palak Paneer here on Cook Like a Bastard.
That little something and cook like a bastard today.